Welcome, everybody. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, please hit the subscribe and like button if you like this video. Today I have a book haul. I did go to a local thrift store, one of the ones that I can find the books the cheapest at. So I did get 30 new books today. As well as I did return a library book and picked up a new library book. So the new library book I picked up is called The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. And this copy they have is so cute, and it has sprayed edges. I think it's super cute. Shut the door. You're going to get hot in that. Sorry, guys. My son is in here too. But very excited to read this one. It is a little bit of a longer one, but not terribly long. It's just over 400 pages. So I'm very excited to get to that one. Okay, let's start with my book haul. I did find a cute little bookmark in one of the books I got, which was an added bonus. I usually use magnetic bookmarks, so I'll probably give this one to my son or my husband.
Can I see that?
Sure. This is my son, Xander. Xander, say hi.
Hi, guys.
All right, so the first book I picked up. Okay. The first book I picked up is called Every Wild Heart by Meg Donahue. It's under 300 pages, so it's a pretty short one. Does sound pretty good. I'll just read like the first sentence or so from the back. Says, passionate and funny radio personality Gail Gideon is a true original. 9 years ago, when Gail's husband announced that he wanted a divorce, her ensuing on-air rant propelled her local radio show into the national spotlight. So I have not read anything by this author, so I'm excited to give that one a try. The next one I picked up is called Wind Fallen by Jojo Moyes. I've heard lots of things about this author. I do have a few of her books. I'm excited to try them. This one is a bit of a chunky book, close to 500 pages, so probably take me a little longer to get through, but I'm excited to give this one a try. Also by Jojo Moyes, I found The Horse Dancer. I love this cover too. It's super pretty with the little blue horseshoes on the end there and the horse. The writing is, it sticks up a little bit here. This one is about 450 pages. But I love horses. Looks like it has to do with someone getting a horse, and then grandfather gets ill, and so she's got to juggle a bunch of stuff. But it sounds really good, so I can't wait to get to this one. The next one is The Year of Fog by Michelle Richmond. Have not read anything by this author, but it sounded good. It's about 400 pages. This is where I pick up books that I'm not sure about to try, because I can get books, 10 of them, 10 paperback books for $1. So for $3, I got 30 books. So I can't beat that price anywhere. So I try them, even if I'm not sure I'll like them, but they all sound pretty good. So I'm excited to give that one a shot. The next one I picked up, I recently picked up, what's it called? Beartown, maybe? Frederick Backman. But I got this book. My grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry by Frederick Backman. So I am excited to try this one out. The cover feels really nice and smooth. So I'm excited for that one. Then I picked up 2 books by, I think it's Wally Lamb. The first one is called I Know This Much Is True. It's a very thick book. But this one says, these ones hit home a little bit, at least the next one does. But this one says, on the afternoon of October 12, 1990, my twin brother Thomas entered the Three Rivers, Connecticut Public Library, retreated to one of the rear study carols, and prayed to God the sacrifice he was about to commit would be deemed acceptable. So I feel like this one's going to be very emotional. So it's going to take me a while because, like I said, it's a big book. It's 900 pages, so it's going to take me a while to read. But I look forward to getting into that one. The next one I picked up is also by Wally Lamb, and this is the one that's going to hit home for me. It's called The Hour I First Believed. Also a very big book. But this one is about this gentleman and his wife, and she was in the Columbine school shooting that happened back in 1999, and I am from Colorado. I currently live in South Dakota, but I grew up in Colorado, and I wasn't at Columbine, but that was a big thing that happened. So I know all about that, and so I am looking forward to kind of reading about her, how that affected her and her family, and to just kind of see someone who actually lived through that trauma and see kind of how she dealt with it. So I'm going to get into that one, probably not for a while. I just recently got into reading, so in case I don't like it or it's not my reading style, I don't want to get put off of reading. So I will get to it. Not sure when. The next 3 books are all by the same author, Jane Green. Haven't read anything by this author, but these all sounded pretty good. The first one is called Family Pictures. So I'm excited to get to that one. The next one is called Second Chance. And then the third one by that author is called Beach House. And I love these covers of these 2. Well, I love all 3 of them, but these 2 with the metallic covers are so gorgeous. So those are the first 10. Then Xander, volume, please. The next one is The Island House by Nancy Thayer. This one sounded really good. She has lots of other books out there. They're shorter books, under 300 pages. So this will be a nice quick book. But I'm excited to get to that one. The next one is by Sylvia Day. This is called Bard to You. I think there's some other covers that I like better, but for thrifting and getting them cheap, which is all I want to do, I don't like spending full price on books when I can find them. If there's one in a series or something I really want, I would consider full price. But this one sounded really good and one that I might be really like. It said that if you liked the 50 Shades of Grey stuff, you would probably really like this. And that it is an erotic romance. So I'm excited to get into that one. The next one I picked up is another Jodi Picoult book, My Sister's Keeper. I have found a couple of her books at the thrift other times I've gone, so I did pick up this one. This one is teared a little bit on the binding here, but still decent condition and still readable. So this one is a thicker book. I think it's about, I want to say what, over 400, about 420 pages. So it's a little bit longer. I believe I have watched the movie, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember it. So I plan on reading the book and then watching the movie again. The next one I picked up is called Chestnut Street by Maeve Binchy. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Looks like she also wrote something called A Week in Winter, so I might have to pick that up eventually. But it sounded pretty good. Have not read anything or even heard of that author before today, so excited to get into that one. Next, this is one of my, I love this movie. I do watch it a lot, but I wanted to read the book and see how it compares. It is shorter, just over 200 pages. Nicholas Sparks, Nights in Rodanthe. Love this movie, so I will read the book. I may or may not keep this one in my book collection, but definitely wanted to read it, the book. I also, by Nicholas Sparks, picked up The Guardian. I don't know if I've watched some movies of some of Nicholas Sparks stuff. Haven't read the books, but I know I have someone I work with that's read all of Nicholas Sparks' books. She's currently reading the newest one, and she loves his books. So if I find them, I pick them up. So I found The Guardian. Excited for that. I also picked up Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates. I know this is a movie as well. Don't remember the movie, so I will read this and then watch the movie. Then I picked up Just One Day by Gail Forman. She's got a couple other books as well. So if I really like this, I can keep an eye out for those. But all these books are pretty good condition too. Some of them practically brand new looking. Next one is A Reliable Wife by Robert Goulrick. Basically placed a notice in the paper for an advertisement asking for a reliable wife. Someone responded with the idea of killing him and then getting his, his wealth, but didn't realize that he had a plan of his own too. So I feel like maybe they'll both be out to, I don't know, something not good, I'm sure. So sounded interesting. I'm excited to get to that one. The next one I picked up is by Maria Semple, who wrote Where'd You Go, Bernadette? Have not read that. But this one's called Today Will Be Different. Super cute cover. So sounded good. Excited to get to that one. And then the next ones I picked up, these are all small, like the small little books. So I will go through those first. I got Debbie Macomber. I have read something from her. Did enjoy her books. This one is called Love Letters. It's the Rose Harbor series. I believe this one was like, it's not the first book. So I will need to find other ones unless I want to read just random ones. But I may try to find the ones before this to read. But I'm excited for that. I also, by Nicholas Sparks, found True Believer, which I know there is another one in this series that I will find as well, but I'm excited for that. Also by Debbie Macomber, I got Merry and Bright, this little Christmas one that I can read during the holiday season in like December. It's shorter, under 200 pages, so it should be a pretty quick read. Also, Debbie Macomber, I got Evergreen Place. This one, I believe, is like number 10 or something in the Cedar Cove series. So I may try to pick up more from that series before I get to that one. Also by Debbie Macomber, I picked up Susanna's Garden, which I believe is possibly the third book in this series or so. So I will try to find the other ones before I read that one as well. And then I found Nora Roberts, which I do love Nora Roberts books. I've read hers, loved them. This one is Inner Harbor, which I know is the third book in this series, and I do own 1, 2, and 4. So now I have the third book, so I can start reading those. Then I got, by author Ruth Ware, I got The Turn of the Key. It's got the metallic cover here. It sounded pretty good. It was a Goodreads Choice Awards finalist in 2019. But it sounded like it might be pretty good. So I'm excited to try that one. Then I picked up by Barbara O'Neill, When We Believed in Mermaids. Sounded like it might be something I would enjoy, so I did go ahead and grab that one. Then we have Until the Next Time by Kevin Fox. This one sounded something I might like as well. Have not read or heard of that author before. And then the last one I picked up today is another Nora Roberts. This one is O'Hurley's Return. But it looks really nice. However, it does appear to be not the first one. So I think I need to get the others before I read this. I'll see. If I can read this without, I might, but I might pick up the other one that's like this before I read that one. But that is all of my 30 books that I picked up today. I may do another quick shopping trip for books on Monday at a different Goodwill store. The books are a little more expensive there, but they're still really cheap, like $2.25 for paperbacks. So I will probably go take a peek. I don't need any more books right now, but when I can find nice ones, I do pick them up. So I will let you know, come on to another haul video if I get any more, but for now, that is everything. If you have any questions about books or want to leave your opinions about any of these, if you've read them, I would love to hear it. So please leave comments down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.